Hey everyone, Kaylee, your friendly neighborhood hairstylist here, and it's my favorite time of the year. It's festival season, guys, and I am so excited about today's video. This is all my favorites of festival styles, either stuff that I've been brewing up in my own noggin or I've seen trending on Instagram, and I'm just really excited for today's video. If you guys enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button because, you know, it lets me know that you enjoyed the video and it really helps the video to do better, so it helps me out a lot. And that being said, let's get into the video. All right, let's start off with something kind of easy, shall we? So this one starts out with the Dutch braid that goes from the crown of your head to the nape of your neck, and we're gonna keep it tight and we're gonna keep it small. So like the opposite of Kayley Melissa. But it's gonna look a little cooler and it's gonna keep your hair in place all day much better. When you go to pick up hair, just slide your finger and pick up the littlest bit of hair and bring it in. Once all the hair is in the braid, you can go ahead and secure it with an elastic. If you want, you can pull this apart, but I'm trying to keep it a little edgier, so we're keeping it tight. To finish this off, I am doing a little bit of craft store goodness. I have this Druzy stone from a craft store and a little bit of clear elastic, and I'm just gonna create my own hair accessory. Gonna measure out some clear elastic. There are rings on either side of the stone, and I'm just gonna put the elastic through the rings. Then tie the elastic in a knot. And you have your very own Druzy hair tie. And I'm just gonna use that around the base of my braid. A nice way to finish it off is just take a teasing comb and go through your ponytail. And it just adds some more texture, especially if you have fine hair, just gives it a little something. And that's it. It's sweet and simple, but it definitely makes a statement and it will be very comfortable to wear all day long. For our next hairstyle, we're gonna focus on exposed bobby pins because that is a trend I am loving and it can be very easy to replicate. So we're starting with a middle part and then we're gonna take a section on each side. I'm gonna start on my right side. So you're gonna take a section from right next to your hairline to a couple inches back. You wanna get this nice and smooth. I have already added in some Kristen S Shine Control pomade and you're just gonna pin that in the back of your head. And now we repeat the same thing on the other side. In the back, we're gonna wrap it across the bobby pin that we already placed and pin it in place again. And now we get to add in bobby pins all over the place. I'm using black bobby pins because they're gonna show up the most on my hair. And I'm gonna create X's all along the line of the hair and then throw in a couple bobby pins that mess up the kind of X formation that we have going on. So it looks haphazard, but it's kind of easy to put in a designed way. And that's the hairstyle. It's so easy, but I love the idea of just accessorizing with bobby pins. It really creates a new look on the hair without having to buy anything new. I have now switched over to Alter Ego Kaylee because on Instagram I've been seeing a lot of safety pin hairstyles, which I think are super cool. It's kind of a throwback to like 90s goth. So we're gonna do a little bit of that today. First things first, I have a very deep side part that I'm going to part off and clip out of the way. And now we're just gonna Dutch braid this and make a little semicircle around the ear. And you wanna finish the braid right around here in this bottom corner of the nape of your neck. Then you're just gonna braid the rest normally all the way down. And secure it with an elastic. So now you have this braid, you can either let it sit back here or you can bring some hair and the braid over your shoulder. Depends on what you like. But the main feature are the safety pins. You can take safety pins in any size and color you want and do any kind of pattern you want, really. But just to state the obvious, they're sharp, so please don't actually poke yourself in the head or fingers or elsewhere. Start out, I think I'm just gonna do a couple like parallel to each other. Now I'm gonna take some bigger ones and create little X's. This is really up to you though. You can put them in as randomly as you want or as purposefully as you want and it'll look good either way. And I'm liking the X's, so I'm gonna keep doing them through here. I remember the safety pin trend in the 90s so vividly. I don't know if it was just like my small town or whatever, but for like the goth metal kids, safety pins were a big deal. And that's our safety pin hairstyle. I actually feel like Sophia Nygaard going to Coachella and I kind of am feeling it. Like it's very out of my normal look, but I really enjoy it. And now onto the next hairstyle. This one was inspired both by the hair tapestry trend from a few years ago and the infinity braid trend that has been going pretty strong since last summer. I love this, and I think you will too. The first thing we're gonna do is take 3 sections and put them into clear hair elastics. The first piece of hair is in the middle of your head, and then for the pieces on the sides, we're gonna sweep back some hair from the front. And now each of those sections get 1 more elastic, so we're creating kind of like a tube of hair that we can wrap the thread around. And then I'm gonna use a clip to hold all the other hair out of the way. And now we are ready for thread. I'm going to be using cream, pink, and orange. You can use any colors you want, and you can use as many as you want. You do you. And I found that I like to use about 12 feet of thread at a time. That sounds insane, but I'm gonna show you how to make it usable. I'm gonna fold this in half 3 times. So fold it in half the first time, then you fold that string in half again, and then folding it in half 1 more time, which leaves it about 18 inches long. This is so much more manageable. And I'm gonna do the same thing for the pink and the orange thread. So the final preparatory step is gonna be to tie these threads together in the order that you want them to show up on the hair. I want this cream color on top, so that's my first thread. And then I want pink, so I'm tying those together. And then after pink comes orange, so we're going to tie those together. And now we're ready to braid. To thread through a bobby pin and bobby pin it on the side you want to start on. I'm gonna start on my left. And now we're gonna get into the braid. So this braid is gonna go over, under, over. And then when it comes back this way, it flips. So it goes under, over, under, over, under, and over. And then going back, it switched, so it goes under, over, under. Now just pull that nice and tight to get us started. And we're gonna keep going. So you're just gonna keep going until all the thread has been wrapped around the hair. To me, this feels like something that would be even easier on a friend. So if you have like a hair bestie, you could trade off doing each other's hair. So everything is braided except for this little tiny thread nubbin. So I'm gonna take that around to the back of our little tapestry and a bobby pin that in place right there. Okay, now we just have to fix this little thing and this little guy. For our thread, just gonna take the bobby pin out and wrap the white thread behind our tapestry and pin it in place there. And now we need to just cut out these little elastics that you can still see. All you really have to do is just pull up part of the elastic and get your scissor under it. And don't close the blades, just pull up. That way you don't accidentally cut any hair. And same thing over here. And there you go. Oh my gosh, guys, I love this hairstyle. I never thought I'd be able to do like the hair tapestry thing on myself. This will get your photograph taken. This will get people asking you about your hair. This will get your Instagram poppin', and it will make you feel awesome. Our final hairstyle is the one I might be the most excited about. I had this idea last year and I didn't do anything with it, so I'm finally able to do it this year. We're gonna start off by making some half up, half down space buns. So I'm just gonna make a little triangle here and secure that in place. Same thing on the other side. I feel like right now I look a little funny. I need some space buns. Y'all know the drill with me. I'm gonna back comb these and then I'm gonna wrap them into buns. Sometimes I like to tie these in knots. Back in the day, I always tied these in knots. Sometimes I left it like that because it was that day. The early 2000s, yeah girl, I did that. Just gonna wrap this around the back and pin everything in place. Same thing, other side. Teasy, 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 tease, tease, tease. Tie it in a knot again. Now we're gonna stick rhinestones on the part. So I'm using some little face gems. You can use whatever kind of sparkles you want for this. What I'm gonna do is take some gorilla snot and I'm gonna put that on my part where I want the little gems to sit. There we go. I'm gonna get fancy and use tweezers to put these in place. I played around with a lot of different ways to do this and this was by far the easiest. I think up here at the front I'm gonna do like a bigger one. Okay, I went off camera to get everything perfect, but now we have a few gems and one in the middle. One thing I realized off camera is that it kind of helps to use the gel to lay the hair down on either side of the part and then stick down the gem. That way there aren't any little hairs sticking up getting in the way. And that, my friends, is a pair of bedazzled fun buns. And I'm living for it. And that's it for our festival hairstyles. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I had so much fun putting this together, and I want to wear all of these hairstyles every single day. So I hope you found something new that you love. At the end of the day, I want my channel to make you love your hair more and have more fun styling it. So I hope that this video did that. If you did enjoy it, please hit that like button. It helps me, know you enjoyed the video, but it also helps my videos and my channel do better. So, win-win. You can also hit that subscribe button and ring the bell notification to become part of the Braidaholic family over here. We would love to have you. And that is it for today's video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Oh, I did it! I've never been able to do that before. Oh, now if only I could mouth pop. Nope. Grr. Oof, I had to stand on my toes for that last 5 minutes and my butt is on fire. Fire! And you're just gonna pin that in the